Scared to get hit. Scared to get knocked out in front of the world. Scared to get touched up in front of the world. In general, me and Shakur sparred before. We did 3 rounds, and it was just light work and me trying to figure out his jab. Does he have a good jab? Yeah, he does. But once you pass his jab, it's game.
Yeah.
It's food. It's lunch food.
Once you get past that jab, it's game. Once you get past that jab, it's lunch food. My people, what's going on? This is the MMA and Boxing Addicts channel. And if you guys have seen or haven't seen yet, we've got some breaking news about Teofimo Lopez wanting to fight Shakur Stevenson in January, my friends. You'll have Shakur Stevenson move up to the 140-pound division to take on Teofimo Lopez for his WBO and Ring Magazine bouts, my friends. And hey, it's absolutely breaking news. My first thought was this might be cap. Teofimo Lopez, man, this probably cap. He posted this post talking about, who do you want me to fight next? And it's between Richardson Hitchens or Shakur Stevenson. And you already know what the public is going to want. Us boxing fans want to see Shakur Stevenson fight the best people. So, of course, Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson, we want that. It's a goddamn huge fight that I will be so excited for. And I hope Turkey wants to get behind it. Because, you guys, that is another issue and another roadblock that we are running into this fight when it comes to actually making it. But to see Shakur Stevenson, your WBC lightweight champion, 135 pounds, move up to 140 and take on Teofimo Lopez, when you guys, they used to be friends. They met each other at 11 years old, both competed in the amateurs together. There's videos out there of both of them talking good about each other. Videos of Teofimo Lopez praising Shakur Stevenson before this feud happened and before guys even became the number ones in the division. Check it out.
Who you came to support?
All the Olympians, especially my dude right here, Shakur Stevenson.
Okay, what is it so special about Shakur?
His name speaks for itself. He's a 2016 silver medalist. So, and one of the best in that far in the amateurs in USA. So it speaks for itself. Shakur Stevenson is here for the present and the future of boxing.
They went from that, their friendship beginning at 11 years old, both of them competing all over the United States in national tournaments. Of course, Shakur Stevenson had a little bit more success than Teofimo Lopez did, reaching the silver medals representing the United States. But these guys were friends growing up in the amateurs, my friends. And then now you got Teofimo Lopez dropping videos like this.
Can't take anything away from it. However, scared to get hit. Scared to get knocked out in front of the world. Scared to get touched up in front of the world.
Are you saying that off of the last fight or just
in general?
In general.
In general.
Yeah.
In general, me and Shakur sparred before. We did 3 rounds, and it was just light work and me trying to figure out his jab. Does he have a good jab? Yeah, he does. But once you pass his jab, it's game.
Yeah.
It's food. It's lunch food.
Talking about how Shakur Stevenson is scared to get hit. He's scared to get knocked out. Hey, he proved that wrong in his last 2 fights, my friends. You can't lie. Against Padley, he went in there and proved not to be scared to get hit. And then in his last fight against William Cepeda, obviously, he's down for the get down. He's down to strike with you in the pocket, put the pressure on you, lay on the ropes and let you swing. He's not scared of nothing. He proved that wrong. But there's another thing that I want to show you of Teofimo Lopez saying back in the days, and these are old clips, my friends. These aren't new clips, but I think that all of this might be catching up with him, especially this clip. Because look what he says when he talks about contracts. And we all know that sometimes Teofimo lies a little bit. Now, I'm not hoping he lies about this fight. And I hope it happens. We're pushing for it. But look what he says in this clip. And then we're going to talk about it after.
Yeah. So it's like, you want that fight. By all means, everybody wants to fight me. That's cool. But it's like, what happens when it's on paper? It's always different when it's actually on paper.
Like when the contract.
When the contract comes through, it's different, bro. You feel the pressure. You feel pressure. You know what I'm saying? I am pressure. So,
I am the pressure. When the contract gets sent, it's a different thing. He's basically referring that Shakur Stevenson is all talk, and when the contracts actually get sent out, he ain't going to sign it. That's what he was referring to back in the days. Now, the question is, you got Shakur Stevenson out here tweeting. Obviously, he wants a fight against Teofimo Lopez. You know, you got Teofimo Lopez saying, oh, you little dude, I'm going to make you my little... You guys. Shakur Stevenson, I'm guaranteeing you right now, will sign the goddamn contract. But the question is, will Teofimo Lopez do it? Like he says, he is the pressure. Well, now the pressure is on him. Because if we figure out that Teofimo Lopez doesn't sign this dotted line, us boxing fan critics, people are going to be saying that he ducked. Now, that's not for a fact, because we are going to have to see the facts that line out on the reason why he does it and the reason why he pulls out of this fight from actually being happening. But another reason that I think this fight might not happen is Turki Al-Sheikh. If you guys don't remember, he just got onto the Boxing Voice, was on there live talking about how he is not going to be doing business with Teofimo Lopez no more, my friends. And if you haven't seen that video, check it out.
Or something, you're saying numbers, but
Right.
if you don't respect my country and my religion, you will not have any chance to do business with me.
Okay, so to follow up, does that mean that Keith Conley posted, Hitchens and Richardson Hitchens versus Teofimo? Is that a fight that you're not going to be involved in?
I will not be involved in this fight.
Okay.
Anybody that disrespects his religion or his country, he will not be doing business with them. Now, they asked him if they make the Hitchens fight, are you going to do business with him? Which is a fight that, Teofimo Lopez put in his post. And Turki turned it down and said he will not be involved in that fight. Now, the question is, with somebody like Shakur Stevenson, the fame like him, and he's right there, right under Turki Al-Sheikh, doing whatever he wants, being a good ambassador towards him. Will Turki Al-Sheikh want to get involved in this fight? That's the question. Will he forget about everything? Teofimo Lopez ended up coming out with an apology, but it seemed like a fake apology. After that apology, Turki still ended up coming out. That video was after the apology, talking about how he won't do business with Teofimo Lopez. So obviously, he didn't accept it then. Now the question is, will he accept it now for the money? Because he disrespected his religion and he just disrespected Turki. So will the money make you change? Or are we going to need Teofimo Lopez to get in his goddamn knees and just apologize sincerely to Turki Al-Sheikh to be able to convince him to make this fight happen? Or does Turki want to make this fight happen and push Shakur Stevenson to beat the hell out of Teofimo Lopez for everything that he said? Teofimo Lopez has become the heel of boxing in the most recent years to a lot of people. So it would be a great show, especially for Turki to be saying, hey, for him to be involved would be absolutely huge, my friends. I would love to see this happen. But the question is, I think it's all going to be down to Teofimo Lopez, whether he's willing to do this or not. And if Turki doesn't want to be involved in this fight, then Shakur Stevenson's not going to be involved with Teofimo Lopez, and that's a fact. We recently just seen the Ring magazine post a picture of both of their tweets, which has me thinking that Turki will get behind this fight, because Ring magazine is homeboys with Turki Al-Sheikh. And they do business, and what's up with them, my friends. You know what's going on. So I'm telling you right now, the fact that they even posted that on their Instagram gives me a hint that we are going to be seeing Turki Al-Sheikh, Shakur Stevenson send a contract to Teofimo Lopez, and we may be getting this fight in January, my people. Now, hey, if you're one of those people who's keeping your guard up because of the history, I'm not surprised. But I hope this fight happens, man. I hope it happens.